Dr. Emily Turner was accustomed to the eerie stillness that clung to the hospital at night. As the lone female doctor on the graveyard shift, she moved through the dimly lit corridors, her steps echoing in the emptiness. Tonight, however, the shadows seemed to murmur secrets that sent shivers down her spine. A new patient, Mr. Jonathan Harris, had been admitted earlier in the evening. His room, tucked away in a remote wing, was a dim cocoon of mystery. Emily's steps quickened as she approached his door, the soft hum of the fluorescent lights creating an unsettling ambience. Upon entering, she found Mr. Harris lying still, his eyes wide open, fixated on an unseen presence. The room felt colder than the rest of the ward, and the air hung heavy with an unspoken dread. Emily, undeterred, began her examination. As she checked his vitals, a whisper in the room caught her attention. It was a haunting murmur that seemed to echo from the very walls. "Save yourself," it urged, sending a chill down her spine. The nurse stationed outside seemed oblivious to the spectral chorus. Attempting to dismiss the uneasy feeling, Emily continued her examination. The room plunged into darkness for a brief moment, and when the lights flickered back on, Mr. Harris was gone. Panic set in as she stumbled backward, searching the empty room. Summoning the courage to investigate, Emily ventured into the desolate corridors. The only company she had were the flickering lights and the distant echoes of her own footsteps. The nurse, once stationed outside Mr. Harris's room, was nowhere to be found. A sudden cold breeze swept through the corridor, extinguishing the remaining lights. In the darkness, Emily heard the whispers intensify. "He's coming for you," they hissed. Paralyzed by fear, she strained her eyes to see the outline of a figure emerging from the shadows. A pale face, adorned with a malevolent grin, materialized before her. It was Mr. Harris, but not as she remembered him. His eyes glowed with an otherworldly light, and his voice, now distorted, echoed through the corridor. "You shouldn't have come," he intoned. Emily, trapped in a nightmare of her own making, stumbled backward. The nurse, now revealed as a ghostly apparition, joined Mr. Harris. They advanced, their whispers merging into an indistinct cacophony. In a desperate attempt to escape, Emily turned and fled down the dim hallways. The walls seemed to close in on her as the whispers grew louder, drowning out the sound of her racing heart. The horror of that night unfolded in the shadows, leaving the hospital cloaked in a sinister tale of the nurse, the patient, and the doctor who dared to confront the unknown. Like and follow for more spooky stories.